In a time long past, the armies of the dark came again into the lands of men. Their leaders became known as the Fallen Lords, and their terrible sorcery was without equal in the West. In 30 years they reduced the civilized nations to carrion and ash, until the free city of Madrigal alone defied them. An army gathered there, and a desperate battle was joined against the Fallen. Heroes were born in the fire and bloodshed of the wars which followed, and their names and deeds will never be forgotten.
Heads up everybody, it's effing Controller, and I'm playing Myth, the Fallen Lords, which is made by a little company called Bungie, who you may have heard of. They make a game called Angel, or Ring, I don't remember. But back before they got bought by a certain company whose name starts with an M and ends with an Microsoft, they made some really, I don't know what the word is, bold, I guess, games, and this is one of them. It set up, I think, in my opinion, pure opinion here, but they set up the genre of what we now know as 3D real-time strategy games like the Total War games. And in fact, when you actually see the game, you're going to see some not-so-passing resemblances between this and its successors in the Total War series. The other thing that really sets this game apart, I would say, is the tone. As you can tell, things aren't going so good for humanity, and there are dead things everywhere, and we are trying to keep from being eaten by them. Will we be successful? Probably not, because let me just say right now, I am horrible at this game. I used to be able to play here on Legendary. No, not anymore. Not at all. We're going to try normal, and even then, I've been dorking around in the game, and my god, I am bad. So we're gonna see how bad I am. Let's just go ahead and get started. Oh, it's a mission briefing. Everybody be quiet. Shh. Shh. Turn off your cell phones.
Wednesday, August 3rd, Crow's Bridge. Yesterday our legion entered the village of Crow's Bridge and halted there for the night. We are just 4 days' march from the besieged city of Madrigal now, and with a little luck should arrive there in time to prevent its capture by the enemy. Shiva, one of the Fallen Lords, has been attacking the city for 2 days, but so far has been held back by its defenders. We all know the battle for Madrigal will decide the fate of all the northern lands, and that if it falls we will soon have nowhere to retreat but the ocean. Fearing for their safety, the villagers here pleaded with us to remain when we broke camp this morning. None of them understand yet what is happening, but they have all seen the refugees from the south, and they are frightened. Our officers seemed unsympathetic until the people returned with 9 young pigs and 10 dozen loaves of bread. 15 of us are to stay now, perhaps to fight boredom instead of the Fallen Lords, and watch the bridge here for 2 days.
Hey, did you hear what happened to Amon's Grove?
Yeah, there were no bodies.
What'd they do with all the bodies?
think we found the bodies. Okay, so here we are.
The bridge is being attacked. Let's get out of here.
Okay, so these two guys moseying away are ours. These guys are dead, and they are evil, and they want to kill us. So let's have them keep running. I'm going to do a few things before I really start talking in earnest about what the hell is going on. And I think we're good. Okay, so these guys here are the bad guys. These particular units are called Thrall. And they have giant axes. They're fairly slow, as you can see. And other than that, they're fairly tough, but they're really pretty unremarkable. They're kind of the backbone unit of the enemy. I guess one-on-one, our warriors are better. They're quicker. They can block attacks. Their attacks are themselves quicker, meaning that they can interrupt enemy attacks, which is nice. That's a nice feature of the game. And we've got a few more coming up too, so that's good. And all around, warriors are pretty decent. But there are other units that we have. Let me introduce them. These guys are archers. Archers are kind of a mixed bag because while it's great to have ranged units, they're slow. They are practically defenseless if they're left on their own. And they are more than happy to utterly destroy your own troops. They are not very discriminating when it comes to what they shoot at. I mean, they'll try and shoot in the general area of an enemy, but if your men are in between them, yeah, they're going to go ahead and just shoot anyways. But the real defining enemy, defining unit, who is apparently being harassed by this warrior here, is the dwarf. Dwarves are myth. They're pretty much the main unit of myth. They're explosives experts, and I'm going to leave that at that for now.
Yes, sir.
While I kind of form everybody up. Now you can see the enemy is sending some units forward. These are ghouls. Ghouls are like cavalry, I guess you'd say. They have cleavers and they move fairly quickly. They don't look like it, but they are actually moving somewhat quickly. They can also pick up debris from the battlefield and chuck it at you, which is doesn't sound that bad, but let me tell you later on, it can be pretty gnarly. They can throw down some interesting crap at you. Let's see. So I'm going to start kind of picking away at these dudes. There's a few ways to go about this level. None of them involve having your archers get stuck on your warriors. So that's been remedied. And what the ghouls are doing, you can see on the map here, is they're pretty much completely outflanking us. They've encircled us, but they're not very tough, which is a good thing. So if they happen to try and charge at us, they're going to get handled by our warriors. So this is a good formation for us. I'm going to move everybody up just a smidge. And in fact, that's probably good. My archers... No, I thought they would be in range. We're going to move everything up just a bit more. Maybe we'll just move the archers up. There we go. And now my dwarf is also going to start laying into them. Well, maybe I'll let them kind of plink away because they're not reacting, which is good. Move these guys up. Now they're consolidating, which is a bad idea if you have a dwarf around, and I will show you why. Actually, let's go ahead and put that down. And maybe there.
Move here, move there.
This should be well timed, I hope. What are you doing? You colossal ass.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god. Everything has gone completely haywire, ladies and germs. I told you I'm not good at this game. Okay, so we need to kind of get into damage control mode here. This is bad. This is very bad. Nothing is right here. This guy's gonna die.
Casualty.
We've lost him. Alright. Let's get our dwarf up so that he can start plinking away at these pink guys, or purple guys. Man, dwarves, I tell you, they're amazing when they work. But unfortunately, ours did not work. He did nothing of the sort. Uh-oh. What's he throwing at? What? What the hell? No. You can kind of see how this game works. You kind of get into these melees where shit just kind of happens, and you are a fool. Get out of the water. Enemy units can go into the water with relative impunity. I, on the other hand, cannot. It doesn't work that way for me. Yeah, you guys can go back too. Well, we killed him. That's not bad. But really, we did not do very well. It was a pretty poor showing on our part. Although, we really only had one casualty, which isn't as bad as it could have been. And we didn't lose our dwarf. We lost one archer. That's okay, though. Oh, God! Yeah, stop doing that. Oh, that's okay. Good shot. I take that back. Oh, my goodness. I think this is probably a sign of things to come. I thought it was being real clever with the satchel charge there, but it didn't work out that way. My warriors did most of the legwork, as you can see, which is not normally the case, but hopefully I'll do a better job with the whole dwarf using thing. So how about we just put that behind us and move on to the next level, because that was a poor showing. Oh, another mission briefing, everybody. Settle down.
Tuesday, August 5th, King's Highway. Having turned back the attack on Crow's Bridge, we headed south to rejoin the Legion in another small town called Otter Ferry. On our way, we met a force of our own men hurrying in the opposite direction, who gave us ill news. The vanguard of our army, 20,000 men, has been camped near Otter Ferry for 2 days now. The mayor of that village must have guessed our plan to cross the Scamander River behind the main enemy force and to attack them by surprise. Perhaps in the cowardly hope that he would be spared when the Dark sacked Madrigal, the mayor intends to betray us to the enemy. A quick death will be too good for him, but we will have time for nothing else. One of the locals knows of the clearing where the mayor arranged his meeting with the Dark and will lead us there.
Okay, so we're on an assassination mission. Now we're going to have different units. One cool thing about this game... Oh, there's going to be some dialogue. I'll shut up.
Have you seen the mayor of Otter Ferry?
Sure. I passed him near the stone monument.
He is a traitor to his town. Will you lead us to him?
A traitor? Then let's move before he gets away.
Okay, so your units actually carry over experience if they survive the previous battle. You can see that some of them have a little fleur-de-lis, and others have shields up right here. Those are kills. The fleur-de-lis just means that they're...
Follow me.
Shut up. I'm talking. That just means that they're a veteran of the previous battle. Or one of the previous battles. So there's an actual Easter egg that I want to show you guys. It's not going to affect the outcome of the mission.
The monument is this way.
Shut up. The other thing, too, is this fella here who looks like a walking lump of crap with paper on him. This guy is actually a journeyman. Journeymen. God. Oh, I'm falling apart already, and I'm not even in the second mission. Journeymen are interesting units. They can heal your forces. They have mandrake roots that they use. They're melee units, but you really shouldn't use them that way unless you absolutely need to, because they're fairly delicate. Not real delicate. I guess they can take a beating, but they're not really designed for anything but healing. So they're handy to have around, but they're not, certainly not frontline units like your warriors. And what the hell is this? Country living. Yeah, I don't know why that's there. It's just a fun little Bungie thing. But I think that we need to attend to this situation.
Protect me!
Shut up. That goal is poking around, scouting out the area, I guess. But we have other things to attend to real quick.
What are you waiting for?
The
Follow
enemy!
me! Protect me!
How'd you twit? Bernard. It's not a real redneck name. Some of the villagers have pretty funny names, actually. Let's see what this guy's name is. Edwine?
Yikes! Bad guys!
What the hell?
Incoming!
Beautiful.
Waiting for? Follow me.
Okay, that's what I was trying to have happen in the first battle. It didn't work out that way, obviously, but oh my god, I love dwarves.
What are you waiting for?
This game is
Follow me.
riddled with gore, and dwarves are among the best way to exploit that.
The enemy! Protect me!
Shut up! I don't care right now. Alright, he's gonna come cowering towards us, but we're gonna start making our way towards the enemy! And are these guys coming up behind us? Oh, they are. Well, that's not very sporting of them. We might have to take care of this.
Yes.
This could be bad, in fact. Oh, we hit the tree.
Hey, step aside.
Oh my god, my dwarf! You are defective in every way!
Oh, yeah. Move here, move there.
You can have your archers throw punches,
Stand clear.
which is pretty funny. And I think that guy's dead, yeah. Alright, well, we lost an archer. That's not good. How's everybody else doing? Yeah, that's not going to hit anything ever. Okay, so our journeyman, I need to heal him. That didn't hardly heal him at all, but whatever. Okay, moving right along. Hopefully that wasn't one of our good archers. Doesn't appear that he was one of our... Well, he was a veteran, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we're okay. That's fine. Acceptable losses. Although, we need to probably reform a bit.
Yes.
God, this frickin' dwarf. Useless. So the formations are gesture-based. I mean, you select using the keyboard to pick which formation you want, but the direction, you have to kind of push with your mouse a little bit to have it go in the right direction. Alright, so we're back on track after a diversion that kind of got us a little bit hurt-ish, but we're okay. The enemy should be coming up sometime soon, though, because I don't think that they're going to want us to interfere with their plans. For 1997, I personally think that these landscapes are pretty good. The way that they're made is it's basically just a texture map, and then you edit the terrain, you push it up or pull it down or pockmark it or whatever using an edit. Well, Myth 1 didn't have an editor, but the principle of, you know, raising it and lowering it based on points on a grid is how this works. So, fun fact, in case anybody gives a shit. But it ends up making fairly convincing landscapes, I think. And we're just creeping forward here. There should be something coming. Yeah, there we go. So those are soulless. They're bad. We hate them. Alright, so they're coming down the line. My archers are going to go ahead and lob some shots at them. I'm going to hide my dwarf behind this tree, which they can see is what I'm doing, so they're going to try and prevent that. There we go. That's what dwarves are supposed to do. That's not supposed to happen. This guy, shoot him.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
Stand clear.
Okay, this is getting a
on the
little
way.
bit hairy again. We need to fall back.
What now?
Casualty.
Oh, crap. Jesus. So this is part of the strategy with this game, is you have to kind of keep moving because the enemy is, generally speaking, much slower than you. So it's okay to kite them a little bit.
What? Burn! Make up your mind.
Although with Soulless it's a little bit more complicated because they can lob shots at you.
Move it.
Nice. Gonna get our journeyman over here so that he can heal our archer if he can get around the frickin' dwarf.
Ready?
How's everybody else looking? Not bad. You heal him too.
Move here, move there.
Okay. Let's heal this guy too. We're running low on mandrakes already. This doesn't bode well. Oh my god. Okay, so who do we have left? Some good archers still. Alright, let's go. I know that wasn't the main force either, so that's especially bad news. I don't know if I like the look of these woods. Yeah, case in point. Ghouls are kind of poking around. We don't see any other units yet, though. That's good. Now, there is a time limit to this level. I don't think I'm in any risk of losing as a result of that, but it is worth noting. Aha! There's the stone monument, and I believe
There he is. Kill him.
that's the traitor. So he's gonna move very slowly towards the path there.
Step aside.
I don't want those ghouls having anything to do with me, though. And that tree is right square in the way.
Yes.
Oh, that was well timed. Okay. So we gotta get in here. See if we can cut him off at the pass, as it were. It's really important to get the dwarf in there because he can probably one-shot this guy.
What now? Make up your mind.
Good lord, look at all those kills. Your dwarf is always going to have an insane amount of kills just because of the nature of what he throws. Beautiful. I think that's it. Oh, it hit the thrall. That should do it.
Oh yeah.
We win! Hell of a way to go out. And they're going to scatter into the woods.
Oh yeah.
Well, that wasn't too bad. We lost 2 archers. But we did okay, I think. Again, for me not being terribly good, I think we did alright. So, I think we're going to take a pause here. This has been Effing Controller playing, sort of, ineptly playing Myth, the Fallen Lords. And we'll start the next battle soon. See you then.